pals, Never Here from Drinkwing Gaming, and something on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Santa Lucia, Nate's Path. So y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, we're up, and let's go! A nice, quiet, rainy day here at home. Glad I have today off. Darling, quit beating yourself up. We both wanted to make each other happy, and we succeeded. Isn't that what's important? Okay, but... He shushes me with his finger. No buts. I like the gift, and you know a little more about me. It's a win-win, right? The fox pauses, looking around for a second, as if scanning the area for trouble. When he looks back at me, his gaze is different in a way I can't quite pin down. In fact, He pauses for a second before moving in closer. I think I know a way I can pay you back, My breath hitches, and I feel suddenly very warm. You mean... He nods, his breath hot against my neck. His hand finds his way to my groin, squeezing it gently. Go all the way? I can already feel my pants getting tighter. I'm not that desperate, am I? I can't lie, I've been craving Nate something fierce ever since Zach interrupted us. Trying to be a good partner, not bringing it up all the time has been tough, especially since he hadn't brought it up himself since. Oh, 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 moment. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. I had to send my girl the pickup code for our water. She's at work right now. She's gonna be getting off, so she's gonna grab it. Okay. All right. He's being so bold right now. Yeah. Okay. I sound a little more enthusiastic than I wanted to. I can't help it. My mouth is dry. He pulls back, clearly satisfied with the reaction he's gotten out of me. Such an eager cat. No fair. I know what I like. He hums back in response. Shall we get going then? Like, right now? My roommate isn't here tonight. I'm not about to argue. Let's go then. He giggles in his charming, high-pitched way as we start moving again. A little faster this time. On the way, Nate asks if I want the chocolate bar back since he won't be able to eat it. I tell him I'm not that fond of sugary stuff, and he gives me a mischievous smile. He unwraps it, asking if I know what 92% cacao means. I take a bite, and instead of the sweet, sugary flavor I expected, my taste buds are assaulted by an extremely bitter taste alongside a nutty flavor. I love really, really, really high percentage cacao chocolate. It's a surprise for sure, but not an unwelcome one. I kinda like it. Less sugar is good for you. Back at the dorms, we split up so we can put our haul from the market away. He decided to hold on to the meat since he's got more room than I do to his roommate always eating out. Zach's already back strumming away at his guitar, which definitely means we have to do this in Nate's room. Fine by me. I'm really excited. Nate opens the door. Oh, what is this music? Nate opens the door pretty quick after I knock. That was fast. I didn't want to make you wait too long. The music sounds a little ominous, in my opinion. He gestures me in. His movement is a little stiff. Come on in. I make my first steps inside the fox's room, taking a moment to drink it all in. Or rather, that's what I was expecting myself to do. I assumed I'd be walking into the gaudiest, pinkest room in existence, with baubles and posters wall to wall. But instead, the room is rather featureless, very much like any other dorm room. Surprisingly bland. White walls, carpeted floors. The only thing that really stands out is a rather small LGBT flag on what I assume to be Nate's side of the room. And now when I actually stop and think about it, Nate might be loud, but I don't think the college would be okay with him redoing the entire room in his image, so that tracks. Still, I was expecting a little more. Would you like to sit, darling? Nate's already sitting on his bed, patting the mattress. Oh, sure. I take my place next to him, scooting as close as I can. I'm really excited. This is actually happening. Unless, like, a meteor falls on us or something. But while there's a part of me that's vibrating with sheer excitement, another is very nervous. Our one encounter before went okay, but I couldn't return the favor. I hope I don't disappoint him. Come on, Eric never had anything to complain about, right? Have some pride in your craft, Rivers. So, you ready? Yuppers. I've been waiting for this for a while, can't lie. Me too, darling. I'm sorry it took a little bit for us to get there. Things have been busy, you know. Totally, don't worry about it. Hard to make time for you know. Though I'm sure Brian always knows how to make time for it. God, why am I thinking about that doofus right now? There's a moment of silence that settles between the two of us. I notice out of the corner of my eyes the fox adjusting the bulge between his legs. Oh, someone's into it already, huh? Can't wait to see what you're hiding. Well, it's kind of warm, so I'll just take my clothes off. You're welcome to join me. With that, I hop to my feet and turn around in one smooth motion to face Nate. I cross my arms, grabbing the hem of my shirt, peeling it upward. Nate stares me down intensively, his eyes wandering down to my navel as my shirt rides ever upward. I pull it over my head and let it drop on the floor. Nate still hasn't moved, instead choosing to remain unmoving, almost as if he's studying me. You know, the metal of my belt clings sharp as it hits the carpet. Isn't it funny to think you've seen my dick before anything else? Ah! Nate looks up at me, broken out of his trance, his mouth open. I guess we did things out of order. His voice quivers with something akin to anticipation. And I like what I'm seeing now. He gulps as my pants follow the rest of my clothes with a muted thud. I'm standing proudly, shameless, almost naked in front of my boyfriend, and very clearly hard as a rock, which the fox seems unable to look away from. Feeling a little underdressed, you know. Well, allow me to correct that, darling. The fox leans back in a smooth motion, raising his legs as his shaky hands work with the zipper of his own pants. After a brief struggle, he slides them down to his slender legs, giving me a nice show as he goes. I'm finally getting a glimpse of what Nate hides beneath it all. Ooh. And I can't see anything. His underwear is just as I imagined, pink and white, color matched the rest of his outfit. Any other guy would find that too gay, but somehow, he pulls it off. He stretches out his limbs, kicking off his jeans and offering a perfect view of his nice, shapely ass. Now look who's staring, It's like the fox is putting on a performance for me alone. That's really turning me on. It takes all my restraint not to topple him over and jump his bones right this instant. This is our first time together going all the way. I should be patient. And like I said, I know what I like. His legs are surprisingly toned, the curves of his muscles visible under his soft fluff. Raising his arms above his head, he grabs the back of his shirt and, seemingly in an effort to mimic me, pulls it over his head agonizingly slow. Every inch of revealed skin is like a gift from the gods. This guy is really well built. Wow. His top gets caught on his ears and he shakes it loose. 1 second, y'all. Water time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Alright. When his face reemerges, his hair is tousled and wild, and he looks disgustingly cute. He looks away for a moment, breathes out, and gets up, letting me appreciate him in his full glory. Oh, lordy. I'm guessing that's a good wow, right? Obviously. I didn't realize you were so toned. He looks down in surprise, strands of hair covering his eyes when he tilts his head back up at me. Well, the performing arts can be really physical, you know. My hands rest on his perfect hips, getting lost in his dense fur. I bet, though not everyone in your group is as hot as you know. Nate rolls his eyes, his cheeks puffing up. Living on a farm my whole life was a big part of it, too. Lots and lots of manual labor. I let my fingers run up and down his side. It's so nice being able to touch him like this. Despite how publicly affectionate Nate is and how touchy-feely he can be outside, he doesn't seem to be the cuddly type. So I haven't had the chance to properly fill him up like this before. Whatever it is you're doing, you look absolutely stunning. I feel a little self-conscious by comparison. I poke a little at myself, hoping to lighten the mood a little as I notice he's getting a little tense being singled out like that. To my surprise, he returns my gesture, placing his hands on my waist. Nonsense. You're one of the best-looking guys I've met, Ben. I'm about to retort, but he keeps going. You've got this beautiful, well-groomed fur that takes my breath away every time I look at you. I can tell you spend a lot of time taking care of it. There's not a single hair that's out of place. My heart beats slowly as I listen to him speak. I love the pattern on your fur. Before I could only imagine what it would look like, but see you now. Darling, I'm swooning all over again. He traces a finger the length of one of my stripes, sending shivers throughout my entire body. You've got those long legs that really accentuate your runner's build, and you keep in excellent shape. He huddles up closer to me, looking up at me with bright, shiny eyes. Hun, I could spend the day looking at you and never get bored, so please, don't put yourself down. I stare back at him in awe. No one's ever said those things to me before. There's an ache in my chest, wanting to bring him even closer to me, as close as I possibly can. Well, shit. Thanks, Nate. It's pretty obvious which one of us reads a ton, huh? He giggles in response. You've got nothing to fear, darling. Normally, my inner critic would be working double time to disprove everything he said about me and to put myself down. But something about the way he sounded was so very genuine. I don't doubt a single second that this is how he sees me. With my ego thoroughly stroked, I grab the fox by the arms and pull him close for a kiss. He makes a surprised noise, but quickly relaxes into it. His tail swishes back and forth as he closes his eyes. When we pull away, I notice I've gotten even stiffer in response. And embarrassingly, there's a wet spot growing in my trunks. Oh, when I get started, I'm, kind of pent up. Nate's eyes drift down and then back up at me. My, so impatient. Can you blame me? I go down to my knees in front of him, pawing at the side of his underwear. I've been dying to see what you're packing since that night on the roof. Giving a tentative tug, I continue. May I? Nate freezes up for a second in response before nodding. Alright, y'all, I think I'm gonna have to pause it right here. I don't think I can go any further with this part. Let's see. Do Nate in SFW. Alright, and I will save that part right here, and we'll continue that in a not safe for work video. So the next time we continue this, it will be after this particular scene, because YouTube will not like it if I cover this. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!